I reorganized the munitions locker between political briefings. More efficient now. We have more orders?
I only need to know you'll be ready when the time comes.
Sounds like Graystar talking.
Who's Graystar?
Old friend, forget it. First Victory is Balmorra's political liaison. Spoke to your diplomat, Alani. Organized a new trade route for Balmorra. She wanted a personal favor. Thought credits would look suspicious. Useful to know.
Under that charm and beauty is a shrewd politician.
I'll remember. Graystar said a friend is an enemy waiting to happen, and vice versa.
This Graystar may have had something there.
He was leader of the resistance cell I first joined on Balmorra. Taught me plenty. Before everything changed. Enough. Got trade routes to organize. There's word from Balmorra. People are calling me politician, not terrorist. A good start. But I want the opposition leader's post. To critique Ty Corden, keep him honest.
Ty's an idealist. An opposition leader who knows the dirt and blood of politics will do him good.
I thought so. I want one of Ty's officials to support me. Secretary Varum would do. Ty trusts him. But Varum's rich, stubborn. Hard to persuade.
Make your case to Secretary Varum that Ty will need strong opposition.
Won't be enough. Varum's paranoid, terrified of another Imperial attack. He created a militia to guard Ty. Funds it personally. I could tell Varum that Imperials infiltrated his militia, but my people stopped them. With a little evidence, Varum owes me a favor. Easy.
Alternatively, a statement congratulating Varum on his militia's dedication would make him very grateful.
Gratitude's fragile, but that would be faster. You think like Graystar sometimes.
You seem to think very highly of Graystar.
He was a good man, almost sharp enough. Graystar was betrayed. Blasted Empire got an operative into our cell. We scattered, but kept up the fight. War's over. But we lost too much. Secretary Varum came around, gave his support. One step closer to being opposition leader. System works. But there's another candidate back on Balmorra. Nayland Fisken. He's trouble.
Knowing your foe is the first step.
He's a war veteran. Household name. Respectable. Fisken struck already. Arrested my followers back home over an operation years ago. Says they set a bomb that killed Imperials and Balmorran soldiers. Those Balmorrans were traitors, selling ordnance to the Empire. Planned to destroy a village. My people saved lives.
If people know your followers made that choice, that will destroy Fisken's credibility.
I need evidence. Graystar authorized the bombing. He kept detailed journals. The evidence I need. All Graystar's journals were destroyed on Balmorra. Darth Lacris orders. Must be copies elsewhere, though.
Proving your followers innocent is a worthy cause. If you need anything, just ask.
Appreciate it. Let me try first. No one's clean. Journals might have dirt on Nayland Fisken, too. Fastest way to neutralize him.
If Fisken does have a shady past, surely it's your duty as a Balmorran citizen to reveal it.
I'll keep you apprised. Might have evidence to clear the charges against my men. I found Graystar's journals. Group of Balmorran resistance fighters were on a mission to Nar Shaddaa. Never left. They have copies of the journals.
Considering what happened on Balmorra, you're fortunate any copies survived.
Just have to collect them. These men lost contact with us. Happens sometimes. They don't know Graystar's gone, or anything else. Their leader is Kalen Jays, one of my trainees once. I should go to Nar Shaddaa, tell him the news myself.
He'll want to know about Ty Corden, and that Darth Lacris is dead.
Still love hearing that. Won't be gone long. Pick up a shuttle to Nar Shaddaa, meet Jays, bring the journals back. Simple. Don't get shot while I'm away. Back. At Kalen J's. Journals are safe.
Must have been good to see your friend again.
Not so good. J's didn't want to give me the journals. Said Graystar left standing orders if he was killed or captured. The journals should be destroyed. And Graystar told J's not to give the journals to me. Ever. For any reason.
How did you convince Jays to give them to you?
Shot him in the foot. Started reading on the way back. Graystar had plenty to say. He wrote in shorthand, tough to decipher. But there's enough evidence to release my men. Nail and Fisken's charges fell apart. Need to go on the attack now, before Fisken's campaign recovers.
He's thrown off balance. Striking now will put you ahead.
Journals have some intel on Fisken, too. Hints he took a bribe from an Imperial prisoner. Revealing it would hit him hard.
Attacking a man's reputation often has consequences for your own.
I know what I'm doing. No idea why Graystar didn't want me reading his journals. They're strange. So much history. Talks about people I knew. Like they're still... Back to work. Been working on my combat technique. Noticed some flaws after fighting alongside you. All corrected now.
We never know when an attack might come. Sloppy combat technique wouldn't serve us well.
Not an issue now. Jedi, you're all right. Political campaigning's heating up back home. Nail and Fisken was rivaling me in the polls, but decided what to do. About that evidence, Fisken took an Imperial bribe. Leaked it through the HoloNet. Hundreds of Fisken's supporters switched to me.
Their votes should put you ahead, correct?
Can't celebrate yet. Fisken's preparing a speech to regain lost ground. Got a very talented speechwriter. He could still turn this around. I could ensure Fisken's speechwriter has an accident. Non-fatal accident.
No accidents. You could address the Balmorran people first, and steal Fisken's momentum.
Public speaking's not my forte.
It's easy. Relax, be honest. Let them get to know you.
This is me. I'll let you know how it goes. Polling for opposition leader begins soon. Me against Fisken. Need one last push. Remember Graystar's journals? Managed to decipher more entries from the shorthand. Gave me an idea. Journals say Graystar smuggled out Balmorran refugees to camps off-world. Hundreds, in secret. They won't know Balmorra's liberated.
It's time they heard the good news and came home.
My thinking, too. Helping these people is a duty, and good publicity. Should sway any undecided voters. I'll contact the refugees' leaders, but I need somewhere safe to meet.
I once attended a diplomatic summit in a cavern on Alderaan. It's quiet and secure.
Sounds perfect. I'll set it up. My own people. Can't even trust my own people.
Did something happen with your political supporters?
Those Balmorran refugees. I wanted to bring them home. Already arranged to meet them on Alderaan. Then I deciphered more of Graystar's journals. Found out why he didn't want me reading them. Journals report these refugees were in contact with local Imperial officials, negotiating for food, medicine, protection.
These refugees could still be in contact with the Empire.
Imperials would have offered anything for intelligence about Balmorra. How many refugees gave in, gave information, and got my people killed? Graystar let it happen. But he knew I'd retaliate, so he kept this from me.
Graystar clearly didn't want these people punished for what they did.
He was too trusting. They're collaborators. Collaborators die, or live in a cell. Already arranged to meet the refugee leaders, to help them home. But now they'll be going in chains for conspiring with the enemy. I arrest the guilty. I prove my devotion to Balmorra.
If those refugees walked free, it would cheapen the sacrifices of everyone who stood up to the Empire.
All settled then. Need to get things organized for their arrest. Make sure soldiers are waiting for them. Excuse me. Refugees are back on Balmorra. Arrived just before polling started for opposition leader's post. Balmorran public got to see collaborators in chains. Got plenty of positive messages during the polls.
Those refugees still deserve a chance to prove their innocence.
Not my problem. Got my future to think of. Votes are in. I won, Nayland Fisken lost. I'm opposition leader. Seat in government, everything. It feels... good.
If you're opposition leader, won't you be returning to Balmorra?
No. Can work in absentia until you're done gallivanting around. I wanted to thank you for your help. Couldn't have got that edge without you. Oh, and Graystar's journals? Put 2 blaster shots through the datapad. Destroyed. Like Graystar wanted.
I'm glad you chose to honor his wishes. Eventually.
All done living in the past. Future is what matters. Balmorra's and mine. Wanted to let you know. Kind of enjoyed working with you. Not often my comrades survive this long.
Is there a compliment hidden in there somewhere?
Just a fact. Not good or bad. Anyway, I just wanted to say I trust you. So I'd better stick around. Keep you alive. Trustworthy people are hard to come by.